Great. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel. Today I wanted to film a video that I've actually tried filming a few times, and for one reason or another it just hasn't worked out. But I wanted to talk about my 10 least favorite products that I own. The last time I tried to film this video, I actually got through the whole thing, got to editing it, and realized that I somehow only did 9 products. So this time I've double and triple counted. There are 10 products here, and I'm going to get through it this time. So hopefully everything works out and I'm able to actually edit and post this video. So here we go. So the first thing I want to start with is actually not technically a makeup product, it's a cosmetic product. Living Proof Dry Shampoo. I heard really good things about this, and I live for dry shampoo, so I really wanted to try it out. It's a little more expensive than I usually spend on dry shampoo. For this bottle, which is 4 ounces, I believe it was $24 if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure $24. And I'm just not really impressed with it. I don't see it performing any better than Batiste, which is the dry shampoo I usually use, which is much cheaper. And also the smell is a lot worse. It's a very chemically smell. And I know some people don't like a really strong fragrance like a floral or a coconutty smell, but I would rather have my hair smell like coconuts than smell like what this smells like. So I'm gonna use it till it runs out, but I probably won't be purchasing it again. So this is my first least favorite product. Oh, and I forgot to mention, but I'm not doing them from 10 to 1. 10 is my the best of the worst and 1 is the worst of the worst. They're just kind of all in the same playing field. They're just not my go-tos. Alrighty, next I'm going to talk about 2 products that are both from the same brand. So these are both from Tarte. It is the Tarte Man-Eater Mascara and Sex Kitten Liquid Eyeliner. Now, I really like Tarte foundations. They're kind of my go-to foundations at the moment. And I haven't tried a whole lot else from there except for these. I got this in a sample from Ulta or somewhere, and I got this in my Ipsy bag. The eyeliner, this was the first felt tip eyeliner that I had really tried, so I wasn't sure if it was me or the eyeliner, but I've gotten a few more since then that have worked really well, and I really like the Galactic one specifically is my favorite right now. And this one, I don't know what it is. It bleeds a little bit, but I just can't get a good line. The tip of it, and let me open it up so you guys can see. The tip of it, there's never any product in it, and I know it's very hard to get it all the way at the tip, but I really have to use this bottom portion to get any product out, which just doesn't give you a good line. So the packaging is really cute. It's a little cat at the top, so I was really sad that I didn't like this, but I just really wasn't into this. And then the Man-Eater mascara, this is what the wand looks like, and this might just be personal preference, I don't know, but it's a very long skinny wand, and which I really don't like. I gravitate more towards thicker fluffier brushes, and I'm wearing it right now, and you can kind of see it's not doing anything spectacular. And with the wand, I don't want to say it hurts because it doesn't hurt, but it's just not the most comfortable application that I've had with mascara. So this, like I said, I got in a sample. It's a sample size, but I don't think I'll be trying out the full size. So that was 9 and 8, 10, 9 and 8. So gotta keep track because I'm not making that mistake again. Alrighty, so on to number 7. This is the Fenty Beauty Roller Highlighter. And part of it, I'm going to shake it up so you can see, but part of why I don't like it, you can see it settles. Yeah. So that's all the glitter right here, and it's shaking up a little bit, but usually this is really clear, you can see through it. So you really have to shake and see. And lately, so it used to just take a few shakes and then it would be completely dissipated throughout the product, but for whatever reason lately it's been very hard to get all of the product to mix together. And beyond that, it just is kind of a weird product in my opinion, and I've seen reviews that say similar things. So it's a roller ball. It's a very small roller ball. So you can put it on your finger and put it on. You can roll it right on if you want to. I don't know why you would really do that. But it's not even big enough if you wanted to use it on your body, on your collarbone or your shoulders. It's a very small roller ball, so it's very hard to get an even application that doesn't take a long time. It's just a weird product. I think the packaging is just a problem. I have the pressed powder highlighter from Fenty in I think it's called How Many Carats, and this is called rolling dice. I don't know if I said that, but the How Many Carrots pressed powder is just much easier to use and gets a better payoff. All right, I'm going to do 6 and 5 at the same time because I feel like people aren't going to necessarily agree with my opinion on this. So first is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Let me talk about this first. So I searched for this for so long. This is the primer that broke the internet after Jeffree started his review, and it was sold out on e.l.f.'s website, on Ulta's website, in Ulta stores and Target, all the drugstores. This was sold out for months. I think I started looking for it in like November. I don't remember when that review came out, but whenever that came out, that's when I wanted to buy it. And I didn't find it until January. It was like a good like 2-3 months later. So I finally found it. I was so excited. And I tried it out and I was less than impressed, to be honest. I don't know if it's my skin type. It just doesn't agree with it. When I had it on, it like right in here and on my forehead just got super shiny, and I could like feel it. Like I could just feel it sitting on my skin. I admittedly have not tried the matte version of this that they came out with, so I don't know if that would be better, but it's a good amount of product. I think this was $8. I think it's $8 for this. And does it tell me? It doesn't tell me on here how much is in here, but it's a good amount of primer. I've had it since January. It's now May, and I've barely made a dent. I mean, partially because I don't use it that often, but I feel like even if I use this like almost every day, I would still have like a good amount of product left. So I'm nervous to buy a whole nother thing of this in the matte version because I don't want to be wasteful. But if anyone has like the same experience I did and used the matte and liked it, let me know and maybe I'll try it. So that was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, or 6. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Numbers. So that was 6. So this is 5. This is another one that I feel like people aren't going to agree with me on, but it is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Now, disclaimer, I did just buy this. I've only used it a few times. So this is just like a first impressions like review why it's down here. It is very light. I got, I think, the lightest shade. This is yeah, just like light bronzer. So I think I got the lightest shade. So I feel like I could have gone one darker, but that is just like my mistake. That's obviously has nothing to do with the performance. But really the reason it's down here is the smell. I've heard really good things about this bronzer, and I feel like I remember people saying that it smells good, but to me it is so overwhelming. It smells like, I think it's supposed to smell like sunscreen, kind of like that coconutty sunscreen smell, but to me it kind of smells like a combination of that and like caramel popcorn, which I know is a strange thing to say, but if you have it, I think you'll know what I mean. And it's just so overwhelming. Like it can smell it like through the packaging, and it's just too much for me personally. So since the performance is not what I expected it to be, I'm just not really impressed. I was very disappointed in this. So I'm hoping maybe the smell will dissipate a little bit with more use. And if I can like try to build it up more and see if that helps with the fact that it's so light. But I don't know, just had really high hopes for this and just kind of fell flat in my opinion. Also, it came with this brush, like a foamy brush thing, and I'm not sure what this is for. I've never seen anyone apply bronzer with anything that looks like this. Maybe that's just me. Maybe maybe I just missed something, but I don't know what this is supposed to be for. So if anyone can explain that to me too, that would be appreciated. Now we're halfway through, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More than halfway through, and I have 4 more, so we have the right number still. Alrighty, moving on to number 4. This is another like, it's not technically makeup, but like anyway, it's makeup wipes. These are the Burt's Bees facial cleansing towelettes for normal to dry skin. I hate these, to be honest. I don't think they smell very nice. They're cucumber and sage, and also I don't know what's happened to them. They've just been sitting on my bureau, and I haven't spilled anything on it, but it had like, looks like something spilled, so I don't know if that's like the makeup wipes leaking and like ruining the packaging, but I'm not sure what's happening there. But I've used these a couple times and they've burnt my skin, like a burning sensation on my skin, and I don't have sensitive skin. I have oily skin, so I'm not sure why I got normal to dry skin makeup wipes, but regardless, I feel like if having oily skin and buying like normal to dry skin products shouldn't make your skin burn, especially around my lips. And I gave one to my friend once after we went out, and she said the same thing. Like, she A, didn't like the smell, but that's personal preference, and B, it just like made her skin like irritated. And it's not like a lasting effect, like the next day we were fine, but the one day I used it, I wiped my lipstick off and I had to put like so much like moisturizer and lip balm on because it just hurt. So I'm not really sure. I'm probably just going to end up throwing these out because also this is kind of worrying me, this whatever is happening, because that's not normal, I feel. Alrighty, so 3, 2, and 1 are the same type of products from the same brand. And again, this is not like, these are the top 3 like worst products I have. These are just like, I have 3 of them, so I'm doing them last. They're Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, which you guys know I love in general. So let's start with this one. So this is Can't Relate from his, I can't remember which collection, whatever collection is the white top and the glittery packaging. This was the first Jeffree Star liquid lipstick that I bought like intentionally, like not in a mystery box or anything. Like I went on, I saw it, and I was like, that's really pretty, I want to have that. So I bought this because it is like a peachy nude color, but when I put it on my lips, it literally matches my skin tone. And the reason that it is on this list, why it's not just like, oh, it was a bad shade match, like my bad, is because on his website, and I've had this problem a few times with pictures on his site, I feel like they don't match what you get in person. Like, I don't know if it's his lighting or what, but a lot of his pictures of the lipstick don't match what they look like in real life, which I feel like is very bizarre and annoying. So on the website, it's like it's more peach than it is nude, and in real life, like, it looks like concealer on my lips. It's just not a good thing. But really the problem is that it didn't match what was on the website, which is why it annoys me so much. So the last 2, these both came in mystery boxes. They are both like mystery shades. They were like exclusive to the boxes. So this one is from his Strawberry collection. It is just a question mark. That's the shade color, or the shade name. And this one was from his most recent Halloween box. This is called Soul Sucker. So this is just a regular pink color. The reason this is in the bottom is, again, it just isn't good for my skin type or my skin tone, which I know like not everything can match everyone's skin tone, but he just hyped this up so much, because I think this was like his first exclusive lipstick shade that he had put in a box. So he was like, it's a super wearable shade, like, you know, it's so exciting, blah blah blah. And I got it and I like can't use it. It was just like such a bummer. Like, I was so upset. I've tried to make it work so many times, but it doesn't match me. It doesn't go well. So unfortunately, that is on the bottom. And then lastly is Soul Sucker, and this is a really pretty color. It's black with like orangey specks in it. Very good for Halloween, which is like, again, what it came in. But his metallic shades, sometimes I've heard people say, are a little more sheer than his other shades are, which is definitely the case for this one. So, and you can tell it's not as like opaque as it is in the bottle. You can see like the lines in my hands. It's kind of like, just needs to be built up a lot, but on the lips it looks kind of like grayish. But again, because it was an exclusive item, it is a really pretty shade, and the fact that it just doesn't perform as well as his other lipsticks do, it's just like a disappointment again. Like, these are just like disappointing. Like, it's just like these 2 because of the shades, this one because of performance. So this is not meant to like bash any brand or product or anything. These are just my opinions, what's worked for me and what doesn't. So these are just products that I was expecting more of and unfortunately didn't get what I was expecting, but there's plenty of products that blew me out of the water. Alright guys, so that was my 10 least favorite products. These are in no way, you know, like me saying that these are terrible, like don't buy these. This is just my experience with them. You know, let me know down below what you think of these products, if you have my same experience, or if you think I'm totally wrong and love some of these things. I'm thinking about doing my 10 like favorite products, but that I found was a much harder selection to pick out. So I started with the 10 least favorite products because they were a little easier to decipher what didn't work versus, you know, all the things that do work. So let me know if that's something you're interested in seeing, and maybe I'll try to narrow it down and do that. I appreciate you guys sticking to the end, and I hope to have more regular like content up. I know I've been kind of MIA. I was doing pretty well being a little bit more consistent, but you know, I just haven't been feeling it lately. But I am trying to do my makeup more and get some more ideas, so thank you again for watching, and if you would give this video a thumbs up and maybe subscribe, it would mean the absolute world to me. So until next time, bye guys!